Ooh, I think I'm gonna need another tripod. Hi y'all, happy new year. Sorry, I'm having to get another tripod. Give me just a second. Ooh, struggling. I'm using all my arm strength. Okay. There we go. So you can actually see what the heck is going on. Because you couldn't see nothing with my smaller tripod. Now I figured out how to change the orientation of the video so you can actually see me. But hi y'all, happy new year. Be sure to like the live, share the live, all the things. I just thought I'd come on here and go live with y'all. I'm gonna do a little makeup before I film today, and I thought I'd do the makeup with y'all. So let's get into it. First things first, we need a little primer. I did a face mask this morning, and it left like little gold reflex in my skin, which I'm not mad at, but I hope they don't do nothing weird to the makeup. But how is y'all's new year going so far? We're on day 2 of 2025. And I'm over here moving and shaking, honey. Getting this content going for y'all. So I hope you are tuned in. I hope you are enjoying both the long form videos and the short form videos. I do both of them. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, girl. Like the live, share the live, all the things. This don't bother me. What is this? A scab? Yeah. I'm so picky like that. I hate feeling anything on my skin that I think ain't supposed to be there. I hate the feeling. But yeah, I'm starting off the new year pretty swell. Trying to decide what brow pencil do I want to use. I feel like dang, I ain't got that many options. Girl, now that I snatched it off, it ain't nothing even on there. Okay. Is there any? Ain't nothing even on there. Throw that away. Can't find a dang brow pencil, y'all. One that's actually got something to it. I'm trying to decide, do I want to slick my brows down? But maybe I won't do that. I'm thinking I'm gonna just kind of Happy New Year. Hey boo. Hey friend. How you doing? I'm so happy you made it on the live. So happy. Good to see you. How is your new year going? I know we're like 2 days in, but still. Did you have like a celebration for New Year's? Anything special? I know people usually like go out or have a get together or something for the new year. I'm glad you clicked it, friend. I'm happy you're here. I said I'm gonna film today. And I plan on doing my makeup to film anyway. So I was like, let me just hop on here with my people and see if we can't chat a little bit in real time while I'm doing my makeup. When I was looking at my lives, I said, man, I haven't been live in like a minute. So I said, it's definitely past due. She's way past due. So I said, let me get on here and chat with the girlies. But so far, y'all, my new year is going pretty decently. I must say, like any other person, I'm making goals, setting goals for myself, doing things, trying to be better this year. Later in the house, the kids cook for my babies. Girl, mine was good. We pretty much did the same thing, except I didn't cook anything. We went and got Chinese food. We went and got Chinese food and just ate dinner as a family, and yeah, just went to bed, honestly. And then me and my husband, we got woke up by all the fireworks and stuff. Seemed like our whole neighborhood was popping fireworks, and I mean, they were loud. Like, they had some big fireworks. Oh no, it's blurry? Oh no, it's clear on my end, friend. I don't know why it would be blurry. Hey girl, hey. How you doing? What you got going on? How was your New Year so far? We out here talking about New Year's. And can y'all see me though? Is it blurry still? I don't know if it's blurry or not. It's clear on my end, but I mean, I don't know what y'all might be seeing, but definitely let me know if you can't see me or hear me clearly. And them guns, we shooting, girl. It's blurry on my end as well. No, why is it blurry? Yeah, exit, friend. Exit and come back and see if that helps. Because, like, I don't know. I might have to exit. We're going to find out. Uh-oh. I'm on here pushing buttons, girl. Okay. I have no idea. I don't know if it's why it's blurry or why it's doing that. I might have to restart it. And good thing I ain't too far into doing my makeup. But yeah, y'all let me know if it's still blurry, and then I may have to just, I don't know, restart it and come back. Maybe I should turn my like get off the Wi-Fi. Oh, no, I just turned the Wi-Fi off. Maybe the Wi-Fi was a little jank. Is it still blurry? If so, then I'll just I'll end this one and then start a new one, since I'm just doing my brows. I'm not too far in the routine yet. I hate that. I hate that it's blurry. I don't know. And I hate that I can't see that it's blurry. Over here, look. It's better, girl. Okay, must have been that, beautiful. It must have been the Wi-Fi then. We gonna blame it. Y'all hear them cars outside? Girl, loud. We gonna blame it on the Wi-Fi. So, note to self going live. Don't do it on Wi-Fi. But anywho, girl, me and my husband have been prepping up to do 75 hard. Have y'all heard of 75 Hard or like know what it is? Because we are prepping up to actually try to do it. I know I'm gonna have like some slight breaks in it, but like, thank you, friend. But we are gearing up to try and do 75 Hard, y'all. And I plan to film it, obviously, but I want to kind of film it both in long form and short form. I don't know if y'all be really seeing the long form videos. I would love for y'all to get into the long form videos because y'all, it really be it really be hard for me to make them videos. But 75 Hard is a fitness and lifestyle challenge for 75 days. So I think the rules are like you have to do 2 45-minute workouts every day. And you have to follow like an eating plan. You don't have to be on a certain diet. Hey y'all, sorry. I don't know how YouTube Live works with like phone calls, but I had a phone call, girl. I could not miss that. I had to reschedule my my breast surgeon appointment. I had to reschedule that, honey. I could not miss that phone call. You hear me? She was an important one. I hope y'all still there. Oh, it looks like I lost y'all. But I had to reschedule her. But yeah, so it's a we were talking about the 75 Hard. My bad, y'all. As far as the phone call, but I had to reschedule that appointment because they have me coming in for an appointment on Monday, and I have my MRI biopsy scheduled, but it's not until next Friday. So it doesn't make sense for me to come into the office on Monday and pay a copay and all the things, and I won't have had the biopsy, so I won't have any, like the pathology report won't have come back, so they won't have any results to give me or anything. So I'll just be like coming in and paying a copay just to be coming in and paying a copay. And girl, who got married to do that? Because I was a stay-at-home mommy, so we got to preserve the coins. But anywho, so the 75 hard is a workout challenge. I pray it go well too, friend. I really do. I got good faith though. I'm praying that it'll all be benign, and we're gonna just stay in really good spirits. Period, and figure out what's gonna happen. But that appointment won't be now until I think she scheduled me for the 20th. So yeah. I kind of feel like I need to reschedule my plastic surgeon appointment again too. Just because I have it scheduled out now for the 13th, I think. And I don't think I'm going to have the results back in a weekend from my pathology report. So I may need to call them back too and see if we can't reschedule. That might make more sense. But anywho, so with the 75 hard, you do 2 45-minute workouts a day. On the 75, it's a 75 hard and a 75 soft. On the hard, you do 2 workouts a day for 45 minutes, and one of them has to be outside. You commit to reading 10 pages of a book a day. You eat according to a specific eating plan of your choosing. And it's something else. I can't remember what. Oh, no alcohol. 4. Seriously? And it's something else. I'm going to make a video on it. I'm going to do some long form videos on it. So if you are interested in like my journey, me and my husband's journey with it, definitely tune in for that. Because I am going to do some long form videos about it. Literally from beginning to end. So yeah, but just trying to prep for it has been like really interesting. And me and my husband, we usually fast with our church anyways, like the beginning of the year, but we've been trying to prep for this and kind of like, I don't know, what you say, like maybe say like we're doing like mock trials, like trying out the things that we want to cut out, because me and my husband, we both do content, and so we tend to kind of get bogged down with things. Girl, why do I look so crooked? Looks so crooked. But we tend to get bogged down with things, so we really have been wanting to cut back on consuming so much content, since we have to create content, because we'll consume so much and it cuts down on our productivity. So we've been really trying to cut back on how much we're consuming, and boy, oh boy, is it difficult. Like yesterday, I literally spent all day in bed editing a video, and I had plans of other things to do, like cleaning up my house, and I had stuff I needed to film, but instead, like, my anxiety kicked in real tough, and I just didn't do anything else. I literally laid in bed all day long, and like, not oh, my body needed the rest or anything like that. It wasn't nothing like that. It was purely just the anxiety and just struggling with that. Yeah, and I felt really, really bad about it. Really defeated. Really just like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be on top of it. Like, you literally laid around all day and didn't do anything. And I was just kind of like beating myself up about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really just going in on myself about like, how are you gonna achieve these goals and be consistent with your content and like make these things happen for yourself if you don't be doing nothing? you know? And my anxiety like really speaks to me real tough. And she be real loud when I don't need her to be, and telling me all kind of things that aren't true, especially about like cleaning my house and like balancing life, balancing being a mom, balancing being a wife, and staying at home, and just making me feel like I can't do it. Like I can't maintain it. I can't take care of my responsibilities. And it tends to make me kind of like go in a rut and really just not do anything, which is not healthy. So when my husband got home yesterday, we had like a real deal, like heart to heart about like what the heck was going on yesterday, and just talking about it. Like, we got to put our best foot forward. We're really good at like sticking to a routine and like forming habits, but like once we get the routine and the habits, like we are on it. And when it's easy and like fulfilling to the flesh, like we don't let up on it. We just keep on keeping on. And we just gotta do better. Mind you, I'm drinking a daiquiri because when we start the 75 hard, I can't drink alcohol. And that's no fun. But I really am like, I'm looking forward to doing it, but I'm a little bit cautious about the mental strain and the mental struggle that it's going to be. Because it's going to be hard. It's going to really be hard. Like, trying to not scroll on social media. I was telling my husband yesterday, I spent so much time yesterday editing decide what foundation I want to put on. But I spent so much time yesterday editing the YouTube video for y'all. I hope y'all went and checked it out. The long form video, my Get Ready With Me video. But I spent so much time editing that video and then all the short form videos that I posted yesterday. And once I finished, I was just feeling so drained. Like, my eyes were burning. I was just really like, oh, you know, feeling the strain from completing those things or whatever. And I'm going with this. But after, instead of like doing something actually relaxing, or, you know, something that was really gonna just help me feel better, girl, I went to scrolling. Doom scrolling. You hear me? Doom freaking scrolling is what I was doing. And that's never good. Not only is it counterproductive, but I was just consuming, like looking at everything, going down rabbit holes, like not doing anything productive, and then telling myself, oh, we're gonna go on here, we're gonna look up recipes, oh, we're gonna go on here, we're gonna just check this out or that out. And girl, next thing I know, I'm just scrolling my whole life away. And it was just like, what are you doing? Like, how are you gonna get to where you want to be if you ain't making no strides in the right direction? I feel like I need to go let my dog outside because he is really seeing people outside walking the track and he is upset. And then I feel like the enemy really be painting me pictures of things and like making me feel certain type of ways and stuff about my situation. And I just be like, my flesh be so just taking the bait. It just be taking the bait, y'all. And it's so aggravating that it be taking the bait like that. But I am using the Sephora. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I'm just going to kind of dot this around. Oh, you got a call too, friend. It's okay. No, I'm just talking about how the enemy be playing on my flesh, like, and I really be fighting back my anxiety and just struggling with it, honestly. Um, on a daily basis, just really struggling to try and be the best version of myself. So I'm really looking forward to the 75 hard. I need a straw now. But I'm really looking forward to 75 hard in hopes that it's gonna kind of whip me into shape, break some old bad habits. I don't need that call. But break some of my old bad habits and then help me form better new habits. Especially with all the like self-help books and stuff that I'm planning on reading and everything. Like I'm really just wanting to be better. Like I feel like as adults, like we're always growing and evolving and like figuring life out. My bad, y'all. Got another call. I got another call. My bad. But yeah, we're always trying to grow and evolve and be better. And just me in my 30s, like I'm really trying to just hone in on like the woman that I desire to be and how can I obtain the things that I want to obtain? Like I'm not necessarily looking for like riches and like to saying like to be a millionaire. Everybody would love to be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? But right. And so it's like I really just want to, like, I have certain goals. Like I would love to own some land and like have a homestead and build a barn dominium and like have some cows and like some chickens and some pigs and like live a really quiet like life. Like I really want to do that and like grow my own veggies and that kind of thing. But then I also want like a brand new Cadillac Escalade. But those are just the tangible things. But then on the more spiritual side of things, like I really want to be able to like have God fully trust me. Like I want to be trustworthy. I don't want to miss the mark. I don't want to have Holy Spirit speak to me and then I allow my flesh to just keep me away from the things that I've been told or instructed to do. I want to be obedient. So I'm really hoping that this 75 hard is gonna whip me into shape, literally. Like not just the working out, but like mentally, physically, all the things spiritually. Oh my God. Exactly. That's exactly where I am. And just trying to make the best of it and truly stewarding over what I have now. My husband made such a good point. We were talking about it, and he was like, if we went out and bought that 5 acres of land and started building this new house on it, like, if you're already having anxiety attacks and like stressing out about maintaining the home we have now, like, how are you going to maintain a bigger home and land and all these things? And I'm like, you're right. I really need to steward over the things that I already have. I can't be sitting up here wanting shoulda, coulda, woulda, and all this stuff, and we can't even get it together with what we got now. So it's like, girl, let's get it together. Let's be better than we were yesterday. I told my husband we got to keep moving the needle forward. We need action. We need motion. And we got to keep on keeping on. Just period. And period, point blank. And keep on freaking keeping on. So that's really where I am with it. But I'm really excited about the 75 hard. We're going to start on Monday. After I finish filming and stuff today, I'm going to sit down and get some recipes going and stuff like that so that we can have some recipes that I'm going to be preparing and stuff like that for the for what we're going to be eating, because I don't think we're going to do like a super strict diet situation. We'll definitely do our fast, likely with our church. And I know my gym is doing this as well, the gym that I go to. So we have plenty of influences on, like, you know, what to eat and how to eat and all the things. But I just want to make sure I have my own recipes that I know I can cook, and like going to the grocery store and like being intentional about, you know, what I'm purchasing and just like all the things. That is not the brush. But yeah, I do plan to film it all for y'all, like raw, or really raw and uncut, like really film it for y'all, like what's happening, you know, as we're going through everything, checking in with y'all, like giving y'all updates on the books that I'm reading and the things that I'm learning about myself, and like, you know, things that may be revealed to me, like things God may show me, and just really honestly taking y'all for real on the journey of me trying to self-discover myself, honestly. And then, you know, hoping maybe it'll help somebody else that's needing to do or wanting to do the same thing and discover themselves and really, you know, figure out how to put your best foot forward. And maybe some of the books that I'm reading, you know, it may be helpful to y'all and stuff like that. And the journal and the planner and stuff that I'll be using and how I'm going to be using it. Like, I plan to share all that stuff with y'all. So if you are interested, you know, definitely stay tuned. I'm planning to do that on my main YouTube channel in long form content. And then we'll keep the short form content kind of light and airy and easy and like all the things. But yeah, we definitely got some stuff coming forward. And I'm planning to be more consistent with my long form videos, because that's something that's been eating me up for the longest, honey. For the longest. Have I missed anything? I don't know. Have I missed some? Yeah. It is definitely something that I'm like, ugh. And I know the gym gonna be packed, y'all. The gym gonna be so packed. I know it's gonna be packed. It was probably packed today, but I didn't get to go today. And I'm just doing a little light beat because, like I said, I'm just about to film. So it's not about to be nothing too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna just be changing my clothes and filming a little content for you guys. And that's really all I'm about to do. But I told myself, like, why not put your best foot forward, you know? Because essentially, like, this is my work. Like, I don't have a job anymore. And this is the way that I make a living. Speaking of a job, y'all, so let's talk about that. Jaleesa, it seems like you're the only one here, girl, but we're going to chat about it. So, you remember I had a job, right, friend? I had a job, and I was an executive assistant for a financial advisor, right? I guess I'm giving y'all a little story time, a little chit chat. Y'all let me know what y'all think. So I was the executive assistant for a financial advisor. Now, this job, for one, after reflecting on it all, I don't think that this job was something that was necessarily supposed to be on my path. Like, I don't think that God really had this set up for me to do. I think it's something that I prayed for and that I wanted so bad, and then God was just like, all right, if you think that's what you want, all right, I can give it to you, but you gonna see. Boy, did I see. So, I got the job or whatever, and y'all, I literally worked the job for a cool, like, 30 days. I don't, like, it had to been at least 30. It was at least 30 days. I worked the job for, like, 30 days, and then towards the end of that 30 days, I noticed that my tissue expander was rupturing. I had a tissue expander on my right side from the cancer or whatever. So I had a tissue expander in, and it started to rupture. So my skin started to stretch apart, and you could literally see there was a big gaping hole on my chest. And you could see that tissue expander on the outside. You ain't supposed to be seeing it on the outside. So I had to go and have emergency surgery, right? So, of course, with me having emergency surgery, that dang dog in here passing by, he stinks so bad. But anyways, I had emergency surgery. And so, with me having emergency surgery, I can't go to work, right? So, since I couldn't go to work and I didn't really know what was ahead of me for the surgery, and I've learned through my cancer journey to not plan things. Don't bet on stuff. Don't plan on a certain time frame. Like, don't expect to be healed at this time. Like, complications can come at any point out of nowhere. And whatever you planned on, your plans can be ruined, uprooted, completely changed. And you have no control over it whatsoever. I've learned that I have to relinquish control through this cancer journey because it's not mine. God already got this set up for how he want to do it, and it quite honestly don't really have a lot to do with me. He chose me for this journey, and I just gotta continue to bear through it. Anyway, so initially I let my boss know. Mind you, I know my boss. Okay, I didn't apply for the job. I didn't do a traditional like go fill out an application. My boss, I met him through my gym, right? So he worked out with me or whatever. I had known him like for the past couple of years or whatever. We weren't super close or nothing like that, but we were close enough, cordial enough. We worked out together. So he told me that he needed an assistant. So I'm like, okay, like that's easy work. I had already been doing similar work to that anyways in my previous job when I was working. So I was like, oh, that ain't no thing. I can definitely help you out or whatever. And that's how I got the job. So we already had some rapport and whatnot with one another. It's kind of splotchy right there. What is that? Is that some texture? What is that? Can y'all see that right here? Anyway, so after I had the first surgery, I let him know off top. I'm like, look, I'm so sorry, but I feel like I probably need to resign just because, quite honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know if I'll have an infection or anything. Like, anything could go wrong when having surgeries. And I don't want to have you on the hook, like waiting for me and like anticipating me coming back and all these things. And I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I try to tell him up front, like, look, I think I should just resign. I think we can just kind of leave it where it's at. It's cool. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to fulfill, the obligation, but I'm in the hospital. I'm laid up. I can't do it. And so his response was, oh no, it's fine. Like, just get well. We'll revisit it here in a couple weeks and just see how you're doing. You don't have to resign, yada, yada, yada. What is that? So he says that, and I'm like, I mean, okay, but I can't guarantee that in a couple weeks I'm going to be straight because I don't know. So literally 10 days go by. I got an implant put in. I got my skin stitched together. It doesn't hold. It doesn't hold, so it ruptures again. All my stitches come undone, and I have to go get rushed right back to emergency surgery again. And I did film this for y'all if y'all haven't seen it. I got some long form videos on it. But I get rushed to surgery again. So now I'm back in the hospital, and I'm telling him, hey, as expected, you can expect the unexpected. So I'm like, hey, I got put back in the hospital. I'm not going to be able to come to work. So again, he's still like, oh no, it's fine. Everything's good. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So then another couple weeks go by. I'm starting to heal. A couple of my stitches didn't hold properly, so I had to get restitched up in my doctor's office. But after that, everything was holding for the most part, and I actually started to heal, right? Well, I wasn't cleared to drive. I wasn't cleared to go to the gym. I wasn't cleared to do anything. So I let him know, like, look, I really think I'm gonna need to like chill on the job because I cannot come back. And he was just like, oh, well, you can work from home. It's fine. Like, I'll bring you your laptop. Like, I'll figure it out. Like, as long as you can just work with me, da 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 da. And I'm like, I'm honestly at home just trying to heal. I'm already like, my anxiety be real high. I be having all these issues going on. And I'm like, I just really want to heal kind of like in peace and not have to worry about working. So I kind of let it go, whatever, for a little bit. And then I think it might have been like a month later, a month or so, a month and a half maybe. And he was like, hey, so how's it going? What's going on? Are you ready to come back to work? And my response is still the same, like, no. I still wasn't cleared to drive. I couldn't really use my arm like that. Like, I'm not well. I am not well at all. And with all the complications I just experienced, like, I'm not trying to rush into it and have anything else bad happen to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for nothing else bad to happen. I really want to listen to my doctor, follow the doctor's orders, and get better. That's really what I'm trying to do. And so he was like, okay, well, I'll just check back. Girl, anyway, long story short, this joker checked back again, and I'm like, look, as I told you for the past, like, it was like 2 months then, I was like, look, I'm going to have to just resign. Like, I am going to have to resign. I don't have anything else to give you. I can't drive. I'm not trying to work from home. I don't want you depending on me to do X, Y, and Z, bringing me a laptop, all this stuff, thinking that I'm about to do this job, putting more stress on me and flaring my dang anxiety more than what I already got going on. So I'm like, look, I don't know what that needs to look like. I don't know if you want me to send an email or what, telling you that I resign, but I'm letting you know now that I resign. That's it, right? So he doesn't respond. He responded to me, and it was like a week. Like a week went by. He didn't respond. He didn't say nothing. He was just on mute. So then, like I said, like a week goes by, and then he finally responds, and he's like, "Hey, so have you heard anything else about coming back to work?" And I'm like, "No, I ain't heard nothing about coming back. I told you." And so then I screenshot the messages that I sent him, and I'm like, "This is still the case. Like, I still am not coming back. Like, I'm trying to resign. Like, I told you that part already." And he was like, "Oh, okay, I got you." And that's all he said. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm glad you got it now." Like, I'm like, "Did you just not read the messages before? Or did you just think I was like joking before?" I don't know. But either way, he finally backed off. And mind you, I had the surgeries in September. And I didn't go back to the gym until December. I think it might have been the second week in December. I finally went back to the gym, trying to start moving my body, trying to start to get back to some sort of normalcy. So I go back in the gym. It was like the second day at the gym, and he's in there. And me, I have a very like bubbly, like, warm kind of personality. So I come in every morning when I go to the gym. I speak to everybody. "Hey, good morning. How y'all doing?" Yada, yada, yada. And so I come in to speak to him and give him a hug and everything. And, the way that he kind of responded to me made me feel a little way. Now, he may not have meant it in a way. It might have been me projecting. Y'all tell me if it's me projecting. But, like, I noticed he was kind of watching me work out, kind of seeing pretty much, like, what can I do? Am I capable of working or whatever? And so, he comes over to me and he's like, so he was like, "So how are you feeling?" And he says it like that. And I'm like, what I'm saying, I'm straight, trying to heal still, what I'm saying, but I want to move my body or whatever and start trying to get myself back active. And he was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Okay." And so he just kind of walked off, like, with a little attitude, like, "Okay, like, you can come in the gym, but you can't come to work." Now, mind you, it's been 3 months. It's been 3 months since I've done anything. Like, what employer is gonna wait around for 3 months? And mind you, I'm not on like FMLA, I'm not on any kind of leave or anything like that. I'm just not there. Period. I am just not there at the job. So I'm just like, you were not gonna try to wait on me. And like, I don't know. I don't know if it was just me projecting or whatever, but he just seemed like he was just like, "You can come in here and work out, but you can't come and work for me." Like, what kind of issue is that? I don't know. I just felt like it's not what God wanted me to do. It's not what God wanted me to do. And I didn't feel at peace about it, like doing the job, because it wasn't hard work, mind you. It wasn't hard work. I wasn't struggling with doing the job, but it was like what he originally told me that I would be doing was not the case. And he ended up like working me a lot. Like, I was really, really working a whole lot, which I didn't like. And not working a lot like tasks, but it was surpassing being an executive assistant. He essentially wanted me to be like a mini him and be able to help him like run his business and like stand in for him when he wanted to be absent or take a trip or whatever, spend time with his family and stuff like that. And that's not what I signed up for. And that's not what I was being compensated for. So I felt like I need to just go ahead about my business and just move on, because it's not really something that I was wanting to do anymore. And my husband made a really good point. He was like, knowing that you're pretty cordial with him, like, how would you feel about accepting the job back and then it be like a month or so down the line And now you still don't want to do the job and you want to quit. And now you have to quit like mid working with him and for him and be like, okay, never mind. I don't want to do the job. So I was like, that makes sense. I just need to go ahead and just let it be what it is. And so, boom. Here I am back to being a stay at home mom and thugging it all, you know? Trying to find my way. And I'm like, oh my God, for this dog been passing gas, y'all, he stank so freaking bad. Like spoiled stank. But I'm just like, if God did not want me to have this job, who am I to keep trying to work? You know? Mm-hmm. And to work in that capacity. Because I still work. I still do my content. I still edit. I still do all the things. I still parent my child. I still am a wife to my husband. Like, I still do things. I just didn't need to do that. And so I'm just trying to really learn to be present and be attentive to what God has for me and steward over the things that He has for me. And that's where I'm at with it. But I find myself just really, really trying. Like, I'd be trying really hard to just truly be the best that I can be and put my best foot forward in the things that I want to do and want to achieve. And sometimes that's easier than others. But I try really hard to make the best out of my situations, you know? I was hoping we would have some folks on here, but it seemed like we had no folk on the live. I need to hurry up anyway. I see I've been on here for like an hour. That's why I be cautious about coming on live, because I'm like, when I need to do stuff and then the time be getting away from me. Hey girl, how you doing? How are you doing for you? I'm over here just yapping, just chatting and yapping while I try to do a little face. Hey, Ryan, I'm glad you caught a live, friend. I'm so glad you're here. I need to do them more often. I definitely need to do them more often. But I'm actually just getting ready to film, so I thought I would come on here and do a little glam with the girlies. Do a little glam with the girlies. I'm actually gonna film a like how I style my braids video today. I've got some patchiness right here. That is so weird. I feel like, is that just some texture or what? It's some random texture on my skin right there. Don't mind me digging in my nose. I'm sorry, y'all. But it is some texture on my skin right there that usually is not there. But the makeup is sticking to it, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can definitely see it, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But anywho, yeah. Thought I'd pop on here and kick it with y'all for a second while we get a little glam. It's a little light glam too, nothing too crazy. I'm using this little Juvia's Place palette, contour palette, just to give my nose a little. But yeah, y'all, let's have a cute little Q&A session. We got a couple people. Let's have a little Q&A. Feel free to ask me questions. You can ask me questions or advice, whichever of the two, and I am happy to answer. Because I feel like in my Cute little 33 years. Boy, have I been through things. So many things. So many relationship things and health things. Like all the things I've been through. So many. What is that? Let me see. How do you work this? Let me see. How old are you? I am 33. Do you want more children? You need a girl, Monique. Girl, I want a girl so bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want a girl so bad. So, Monique, check this, right? So, me and my husband never really, like, were really honing in on having another kid. We was like, we could do it, but like, it's not that deep. Until I got cancer. And then it was like, okay, well, maybe you can't ever have kids again. And so then we were like, we definitely want another baby. And so I'm like, I want to lose weight. Like, I really want to lose weight. But then I want to get fat and have a baby. So it's like, girl, life be up here pulling you left and right. Left and right. Girl, left and right. Because I want to be fit and fine. But then I want to have a baby. But I'm thinking if I could get back down to my wedding weight, I was like 145 pounds. Real cute, real fit, real toned. Okay, if I can get back down to there and then get pregnant, when you gain back them 30 or 35 pounds, from that little baby, then I'll be back at this weight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like overweight, which is what we can't have. I don't want to be like off into the 200s, trying to have a little baby. But yeah, I am 33. And funny enough, I'm gonna be 34 next month. It's coming up quick, child. Too quick. My birthday is on Valentine's Day, on February 14th. I am an Aquarius queen. And I feel like I am an Aquarius through and through. 1,000%. Everything about me is that. But yeah, I'll be 34 in a couple of weeks. So yeah. What else can I say? Like general stuff. So I'm an only child. I don't have any brothers or sisters. I never knew my dad. I was mostly raised by my grandparents. My grandmother is now passed away. If y'all don't know, like the story of how I found out I have cancer, my grandma had cancer. She had lymphoma. She had dementia and lymphoma and leukemia. Girl, the works. And so, literally on the same week that I buried her, I think we had her funeral on a Monday, and then I found out that I had breast cancer on a Wednesday, like the same week. So that was a lot for me to just kind of digest and everything, especially since I was raised by her. Her and my grandfather were divorced. My grandfather remarried. So I do still have my grandfather and his wife, which I call my Mimo. I do still have them both. Thank you, God. And yeah, I do have a mom. She is still in my life, but we've never really had a very strong mother-daughter type relationship. We've always had more of like a sisterly kind of relationship, if that makes sense. What else? I don't know what else I can answer for y'all. I'm gonna put some of this on, I think. But what else can I answer for you? What else would y'all want to know about your girl? I am married. I've been married for 5 years. Girl, I can't remember good. But yeah, I think I've been married for like 5 years. Me and my husband are real bad about remembering that. We'd be like, how old are we now? I just be acting old. But yeah, I've been married for 5 years. And we have an 8-year-old son. His name is Zyre. And it's spelled X-Y-R-E. I felt like my mama gave me a name that was interesting that I had to tell people how to pronounce and spell all my life. So I passed that right on down to my own kid. We do really want to have a baby girl. We were super actively trying for the baby until they told me about the lumps in my breast. And once they told me about that, we've kind of slightly pump the brakes on like actively trying, like watching ovulation and all those things. We've kind of pumped the brakes on that just because, of course, just to be cautious, because I don't want to be pregnant and then, you know, there is something to be more concerned about, and that would just drastically change things if I was pregnant. So yeah. But what else, y'all? What else y'all want to know? Ask away, honey. I like answering questions. I like chit chatting. I like those things. Let me see. I'm trying to still figure out how to work this. How you swipe it up, girl? What the comments at? Thank you, Monique, too, for praying for us. We really appreciate it. Any advice for singles that desire to be married? Ooh, girl. Sure. Being single and desiring to be married. So I do have a few single friends that are desiring to be married, and then I have a mom that I told you I have like a sister relationship who is also desiring to be married. And something I would say for sure is you gotta heal. You know, you gotta heal your past traumas. If you have relationship traumas or family traumas, things like that, you need to heal those. And do it for yourself. Don't do it for the man that you're hoping for. Don't do it for any of that. Do it for you. You know, put yourself in a position to identify those barriers that you have, the triggers that you have, and work on those. Actively work on those. Um, Even do some like shadow work, like just really sow into yourself, get right spiritually. And then once you do that, I feel like God will definitely put you in the right position to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? You have to really take care of what you already have. Um, and then, of course, you know, putting yourself in the right situations to find your mate. I'm not against like dating apps and stuff like that, but when doing those things and wanting to try to date intentionally, you do have to go into it with the mindset of, if you're like on Tinder, 9 times out of 10, the men that you meet on Tinder are not there to intentionally find a woman to marry. They are there for a good time and not a long time. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for a hookup. They're looking for this or that. So I always say it's always better to find a mate like within your friend group. If you have a married friend and their husband has a cousin or a brother, and like if you like the qualities of their mate, and it's like, do they have a good cousin or brother or frat brother or anything like that that you could potentially meet. Also, going places like out to dinner with a girlfriend or out to dinner with a sister or a cousin or something like that, and kind of being on the prowl, you know what I'm saying? Kind of having your eyes like, who in here? You know, what's going on? I feel like going into those types of environments instead of trying to be like in a bar or a lounge would potentially put you in the situation to meet an actual mate, and not somebody that's doing this every weekend, not somebody that's already outside. Like, you don't want to be in those situations where, you know, you at the club and you done met this man, and this joke will be at this club every weekend. Like, you don't want that. You don't want him. You know, and he might not want you for real. He probably looking for a good time. And if you're trying to be intentional, that ain't what you want. So that's what I would say. And I think, me personally, I think that all things can be done simultaneously. Like, I don't think that there's a certain time limit on your healing, because it's always going to be ongoing. It's never like a, oh, I went to therapy for 6 months, I'm better, I'm ready to jump out there. I don't think that that's a thing. I think that starting therapy, being intentional about the things that you're learning about yourself, being intentional about applying them into your everyday life and the interactions that you have with everybody, friends, family, co-workers, like applying those things and realizing your emotions, realizing your triggers and stuff like that. I think that is something that you can do simultaneously while still going out and meeting people and dating, and, you know, keeping your options open and seeing, you know, what you like in men and what you don't like in men and what you want and what you don't want. Because something that I noticed about single women, at least the ones that I interact with, is like you're always saying like, okay, I don't want a man that does this. I don't want a man that does that. And it's really based off of whatever the past, I'm sorry, give me a second. Whatever the past trauma is that you've experienced, whether it's a bad relationship or a breakup or somebody cheated on you, like you're basing it off of that trauma. But then when it turns into, okay, what do you actually want? You're not really sure. Or it's very vague or surface level. Like I know my mom will say stuff like, oh, I want somebody that can travel with me. I want somebody that can love me for me. That's it. Like that's it. That's all. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna give you a lifelong sustaining marriage. Uh, you really want somebody that's gonna understand you, that's gonna care for your feelings, for your traumas, to make you feel safe and protected, to stand in the gap for you when you can't stand for for yourself. Somebody that's gonna pray with you, be God fearing, you know, and be able to walk in a spiritual path with you and hold you and help you. Like all the things, like there's so many things to a relationship that are to be desired. Uh, but yeah, that's some advice that I have that I think. But I definitely think in the meantime of just trying to figure it all out, like don't sell yourself short. Like still sow into you. Like if there's something about yourself that you don't like and that you wish was different, change it. Change it, honey. 1,000%. If you looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, I wish I could dress better, or I wish that, you know, I ain't had this little fupa on the front. I wish that, you know, this or that. I wish that I could wear that thing that that girl wore. It's like, girl, why not? You know, it's like really just kind of put yourself in them situations and change stuff. Girl, if you don't like it, change it. That's what we got YouTube for, TikTok for. Y'all got me. You know, I know a little 1-2 thing about a little fashion, about a little makeup, a little 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes all you need is a little 1-2. And don't compare yourself too hard to the next broad, okay? Because some people be like, oh, I wish I could wear my makeup like her. But girl, I'll be beat down because I like that. But if you got good skin and, you know what I'm saying, good complexion and stuff like that, you might not even need all this. You could throw on a brow and a lash and honey, go outside and be that girl. You hear me? So it's just really about just finding yourself and just being open to new things and figuring it out as you go, and being open to like not being afraid to trying things. Like not, and I struggled with this myself, like trying things and looking for perfection. I have a problem with that. So I'm really trying to work on like not looking for a specific perfection, like just going into it like I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens, and it could work. It could not work. I'm not gonna know until I try. So yeah, it's definitely what I would say. I'm still trying to figure out how do you word these dang comments. But yeah. Any other questions though, y'all? Because I need to pop off of here because I need to get a film. But anything else y'all want to know, I'm happy to answer. Because we about to get ready to pop up off of here. And I thank y'all for being here though with me, kicking it with me for a little bit. Again, if y'all have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Of course, Monique, anytime, girl. I need to get out here more often so we can chat and just be in real time, you know? And I feel like I will be. I have that intention to do that, and I'm going to be on here more often and making sure I can show up for the girlies this period. Ooh. Let me spray the face. Hold on. birthday face. It's done. She's a cute little face. Not too tough. Not too much. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a face, but it's not full glam. It's kind of light for me if I say so myself. But let me get this dry. Yeah. And I didn't even put scoot y'all close. But I don't even put as many layers of things on as I usually would, but yeah, she's still cute. Put y'all right now. She's still cute. But yeah. I'm about to go back and pat it in because this milk one, like, it dried down okay, but it almost leaves like a sheen. And I don't like no sheen. I be wanting it to look as matte as possible. Well, I gotta get this content done before my son gonna come home. I have to be taking advantage of this time when I be home by myself. When I'm home by myself. I'm trying to think, do I want to put on some highlighter? What y'all think? Should we put, I already got a little sheen. The blush, this blush right here, this Dibs blush, it already has like a sheen to it. Anyway, it's like some shimmer. But should I put another highlight on? What y'all think? A little bit of highlight right there. I don't know. What y'all think? If y'all say yes, then I will put some on. If y'all say no, you good, I'm gonna leave it where it's at. And I'm gonna do this hair video for y'all about how you can style these braids if you decide to get them. Because girl, I love these braids. I am loving these braids so much. So much. Girl, I'm trying to make sure these is even, child. But one thing about it, you get to doing a video and get to looking at them and be like, that was not even, girl. What was you thinking? And I'll be like, oh, what I was thinking. Just be around here doing stuff, and you just be around here just doing stuff, girl. Just looking crazy. Just putting stuff on my eyes. Y'all ain't say nothing. Y'all ain't got no comment. No comment. Okay. Well, I thank y'all for kicking it with me. Love y'all tons. We're gonna do this again soon, real soon. Be on the lookout for more content, and I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I gotta figure out how you cut this thing off. How you cut it off like that? Right there. Okay, there you go.